Well, good morning, Internet. What happened? Welcome to another edition of Digger with Dave. Wow, what a day! What a last couple 2 days. Oh my God, she's been interesting, very interesting. So, if you guys noticed the picture from the stream yesterday of that bench that's out on my deck, well, let's give me a couple minutes here, and we'll go out there and we'll take another shot of what that looks like now. It's a lot of snow. Good morning, Elite Earthworks. How are you, sir? Oh, ay, 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 ay. So apparently, the city of Edmonton, the city of Red Deer, the city of Medicine Hat, and the town of Okotoks are all sending snowplows here to Calgary to help the city crews get the roads clear. There were buses stuck everywhere yesterday, people all over the place stuck. Lots of accidentes. The emergency crews were kept hopping yesterday, along with citywide towing and their big, I just said flotilla, but their arsenal of all their wrecking tools. So, no, it's been a good day. So, now just let me have a couple more sips of my coffee here, and then we'll go outside. Yeah, almost a year to the day. I had a memory pop up on the Facebooks this morning of a post I did a year ago, and the storm yesterday was a day earlier than last year. So is that a sign that maybe the same thing's going to happen? Get this one quick little blast of winter, and then we go back to an actual normal fall again, and maybe we'll be back in shorts until a week before Christmas. What happened? Al, buddy, what happened? How you doing? How was work yesterday? Did you break anything? Knock on wood. Oh, look, this coffee cup's as big as my head. Takes 2 Keurig pods to fill it. I figured less trips to the house then, right? Smarter, not harder, buddy. Smarter, not harder. Yeah. See if anybody else is awake yet this morning. I figured Alex should be up by now, but he's probably up on the hill already. That or they got rained out again. I know Skidder Kev yesterday, he did end up going into work. Now, whether they actually got anything done is a different story. I don't care because I'm on days off. So, well, apparently I do care because I was in bed. I went to go lay in bed and watch TV last night at 7 o'clock, and I don't even remember turning the TV on. So, okay, a couple more sips and then we'll go outside. Focus. Focus. There we go. So, did everybody have a good day yesterday? I know I shoveled for a bunch of yesterday and chopped wood to keep some heat in the shop here through the rocket stove. I swore last spring that I ripped that stove all apart and I cleaned it all out. Apparently I didn't. Because I had to take my chimney all apart yesterday and clean it out. She had some plugging issues. No, good day, cut and loaded 2 semi-loads. Awesome, buddy. And then, of course, Elite's got to rub it in. Oh, it's 85 degrees here. Not a lick of snow in sight. Unless I went in my freezer. Buddy, come up here with your Boobermer cat, and we'll load you up some, and you can take it back with you. And you can spread it all over the front lawn of your house. Then everybody in your neighborhood will be, look at that guy. What the hell is he doing? I did hear a rumor through some of my connections at the city that some of their snow yards from last winter, believe it or not, still have snow in them. Went all summer, and they still got snow in some of their snow yards. So this right here would happen right now. Kind of, city might be a little bit worried. They have put a snow ban parking thing in effect as of like 9 o'clock this morning. So any of my local friends here that live on a snow ban or a snow ban parking route, got to find somewhere else to park tonight when they get home. Callie Paulson, how are you doing? It was nice stopping in your live stream yesterday, hang out for a bit and say hi and meet some of your friends. I hope some of my friends come over and hang out with you. Al, let's grab a tape measure and let's go look. Hold on a minute. Just let me get some things and stuff and things. Where's my bloody tape measure? I had it here yesterday. Well, I guess I'll take a ruler. That'll work. I must have left the tape measure in the house. Okay, lights turn on. There we go. There we go. There we go. We'll flip this around. So if you guys remember, this was the picture from yesterday's live stream. And there we go. Now we'll take Mr. Handy Dandy ruler here. That is what, 18 inches on that end? Uno mas inch on that end. Let's jab her in. Hopefully I hit a board in the middle. There we go. 16 inches. Oh, I guess 15 and a half, but when we're talking that much, why would we argue about it? Now, if this was different things we were talking about, we could argue about a half inch, but when it comes to snow, I think, yeah, we're good. We're good, we're good, we're good. So, yeah. And they say there might be more today. I know Highway 1's closed out by Banff. They've got a bunch of people stranded on the highway that they're trying to get off of the highway. So just, they go out, the RCs go out, they pull people off the highway, take them into town. And once Highways figures that it's good to go back out, they send the plows out, and then they slowly start running the people out as they are in line on the highway and get them moving again. They try not to take them all out at once and put them on a bus and let them all go, because that just creates more problems again. So I'm awesome. I had a great sleep last night. Got the coffee cup as big as my head. So it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day, Tater. Everybody getting ready for Bunyan? Bunyan's this weekend. I also happen to notice that somebody's in Indiana again. My babies, they love me. They always get me presents that they know that I'm going to use. Actually, it's number one's son's birthday tomorrow. So I think we got to go out for dinner with the little man, with my little ride or die. So, oh, No, I think it's pretty cool that Edmonton and Medicine Hat and Red Deer and coming to help us out, give us a wee hand because we know city employees and how they like to work. Not real hard. Used to do a lot of work for the city in the roads, depots, and yeah, it's pretty interesting how much time a snowplow spends in a wash bay, if you know what I'm saying. 3-year-old son, 9-year-old daughter, and a 15-year-old stepdaughter. I have Ryder will be 9. Alyssa will be in January will be 11. So not too far apart. Then my sister, that's a whole different story. She's trying to make her own hockey team. Well, at least that's what we bug her about. My sister has 8 kids between her and her husband. 8 kids in a huge house. It's way too much house for me. But I guess when you got 8 kids, there's 10 of you in a household. I guess you got to have a big house, right? Yeah, the Hulk mug just wasn't doing it for me today, so we had to switch her up. And I have a collection of coffee cups out here I need to take in the house. And no, there's no science experiments growing in any of them. It's just I'm a big dumb goof, and when I go to make a new coffee, I leave the coffee cup out here and go inside, and I turn around and go, dummy, what'd you do that for? Came from a family of 7, and you're the second oldest. I am the oldest in my family out of 2. My sister's like 3/4 of a year younger than me, ish, around there. So, hey, just give me 1 second. I gotta go kick the stove here. So, give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. Okay, well, today that's it. We're going to the store. We got to get wood pellets. Need wood pellets. Stove works way better on wood pellets than it does on stick wood. I only have to touch it every 3 hours. Just leave it alone. Whereas burning stick wood, I got to be over there messing with it all the time. So, a trip to the store once it gets light out and morning rush hour is over. We don't have to deal with the traffics. It's not that far. I got to go get them. To the good old Canadian Tire. You get some Canadian Tire monies. So when I sent stickers and stuff out to my friends, I sent them a little bit of Canadian Tire money too. We always get made fun of what color our money is, that it looks like Monopoly money. So we will send some more. So what everybody going to get up to today? I know I got a sign over here I got to carve. Sitting there, we might get to that. We'll see what happens. I did move my truck out last night. Well, is my street plowed? No, it is not. The residential streets are like priority 4. The main roads through town, so Highway 1, our ring road, the Deerfoot, well, that's provincial, but our main thoroughfares are the priority ones, and it goes down from there until your subdivision streets, they're priority 4. So there is a method to their madness. I do hear a grader beeping around down the end of the block here, trying to get the street at the end of my road. That's kind of the main drag through my neighborhood. They're trying to get that plowed out. And plus, there is a Rhodes Depot at the other end of that street in our neighborhood. So they kind of look after around themselves too. They kind of drop a blade when they're not supposed to at certain points of the day. So, because of course they need to get in and out of their depot. So, overdid it a bit yesterday, so I'm going to start a bit late. Nothing wrong with that. It's the benefits of being your own boss, right? I know a bunch of my friends, they all worked from home yesterday. So, no, life doesn't stop. It just slows down a little bit. Takes a little bit longer to get stuff done. The guys I'm feeling bad for in all of this are the guys that are working on stuff like Telus Sky, any of the guys that are working on the big high rises downtown. They that been there, done that, don't want to do it again. Having to go up and go up on deck and up on tables. Tables are what the forms they use to pour the next floor. Well, all that snow that fell's got to come off. So they shovel it into buckets. They fly it down with the crane. They dump it into dump trucks and they haul it away. And or they just push it down onto the floor below. Let it melt. So no, those guys, I feel for those guys. So that's the choice you made, taking the job you took. What happened? So, Al, how's the grandbabies? Hope everything's all right. So, what do we do now? I kind of ran out of things to talk about, and it's not light enough out there yet that I can show you more outside. So, no, Dad and his buddies that my dad used to work very, very closely with the city, and him and all his buddies, they used to make bets on those snow yards. Um, there's one right up off at the #1 highway in Deerfoot Trail, which is, yes, Highway 2 is Deerfoot. There's a big yard there, and they used to make bets that the day that the snow would be gone. I think they only did it for a couple of years until they realized that, yeah, this isn't good. They'd go a whole year and there'd still be snow in the snow yard. So she's not feeling real good. Got a little cold. Aww, you poor little babies. Just got to put a little bit of the whiskey on the finger. Timber rained out in the woods. So going boot shopping. I read that first you were going boat shopping. You know what boat stands for, right? Break out another 1,000. Every time my boat breaks, it's $1,000. Every time. Even if I do the work, it's still $1,000. I don't know. We'll see. We might have to get rid of that thing soon too. Haven't used it very much in the last couple of years. Well, it didn't help. Like my parents got a house out in BC, and they've got their boat there. So I've actually used Dad's boat more than I've used mine. Not gonna lie, his is nicer, newer, uses less fuel, but mine goes faster. My boat only cost 1,000. No, I've got a 350 in my boat, and I don't know. It seems like every time something happens, it's $1,000. I think I've rebuilt the leg myself. That in parts was almost $1,000. I think I've changed just about every external part on the damn thing. Power steering pump, friggin' alternator, friggin' ah. It's okay. The motor's out of it right now and sitting on a engine stand out at my buddy's, so it's getting played with again. Looks like we need a snow boat. Actually, maybe that's what I should do. I should trade the boat in for a sled. Can't quite row fast enough to water ski. Who the heck did I see did that? Was that Mythbusters or something that did that with the Yale rowing team or something? They ended up getting one of the Mythbusters up on skis behind I think it was a 8-crew boat, something like that. They ended up getting him up. No, maybe that's what I'll do. Sell the boat, get a sled. We get more. We have more time with snow than we do with nice hot lake weather, so that might be a better investment. Have you guys seen these guys on the dirt bikes that are putting tracks and skis on the front? They put a big single track on the back and the ski on the front. That looks pretty neat. Saw those at the Boat and Sports or the Sportsman show last year. Oh, that was cool as frig. I guess, right? And then I noticed Can-Am's come out with this Riker. Like I know they had that wannabe. They changed the name of it, but they had that snowmobile looking thing where they took the skis and the track off and they put tires on. So one of our local YouTubers here, he's a bike vlogger, and he got flown down to, where did he go? LA or Vegas? Flown down to go test it out and play around with it. Looks like a pretty cool machine, but I don't know. To me, it's just a glorified snowmobile. Excuse me. So I had to do some cigarette surgery. I broke one of my cigarettes. Fix it. Good old Canadian trick. You just take a little bit out, squish it down, ram it in. You're good. Oh, yeah. Got the coffee and the cigarettes. All I'm missing is a donut. Tim Hortons donut. Oh, I know the Canadians will appreciate this. I was flipping through Facebook the other day, and probably a lot of you know, Tim Hortons is like a Canadian institution. First, frankly, I can't stand Tim Hortons, but it's only because I can't stand standing in line for 20 minutes waiting for a coffee. I'd go to 7-Eleven and in and out in 2 seconds. Just as good. But apparently, somewhere in India, somebody has taken the name and they've taken it from Tim Hortons. They call it Tim Hottons. And the logo looks exactly the same. And now apparently Tim's is going after him. You shut that down right now. Must fix them. Cost too much to throw away. Yeah. Not like some things in the world today where it's... Like, look at some of these cars you buy now. They're throwaway cars. You drive them until they die. There's no point in even fixing them. It costs more to fix them than it does to go get another one. Like printers, same thing. Like your computer printer. It's to the point where when your printer runs out of ink, it's cheaper to go buy another printer than it is to buy an ink cartridge to refill the damn thing. Exactly. We live in a disposable world where I don't Are we a disposable world so that the recyclers can stay in business? Like, is that why we do it? Guys like Nova Chemical that make plastic, they can't be real happy about that. They gotta put their product to market too. So yeah, most electronics are throwaway items now. Like, when's the last time you heard of anybody taking their broken TV to the TV repair guy? I don't even know. I can't even think of where there's an electronics repair shop around me other than for like cell phones. I know where there's 15 cell phone repair shops, but I don't know where there's one TV repair shop anymore. Most of the time, it's just off to the recycler, or they send it to auction, or whatever they do with it. You see these videos of people buying Amazon return skids on YouTube, and they open them up. Av, my buddy Av, good old Canadian feller there. So between me and my boss, we think we got it figured out where he's from. Just outside of Kamloops, BC. My boss actually thinks he has it narrowed down to 2 houses where he lives. Oh, it fell apart. Damn it. So, it's funny how trades have died. Businesses, well, I guess not businesses, but occupations have gone the way of the dodo bird. Um, Even the ticket that I have is kind of, I'm a journeyman Class A gas fitter, and we're becoming a dying breed. The plumbers, they get a B ticket when they go to school. That gives them the ability to work on equipment up to 400,000 BTUs, which in the grand scheme of things is a Hot Wheels car, effectively. We're in fights all the time with the fridge techs. They are starting to work on combo rooftop units that are AC heating combined. My trade says that on the AC side, I'm allowed to work on the electronics part of it. I'm not allowed to touch the fridge gas, which I don't have a problem with. But what I do have a problem with is when they start messing with our stuff. Robert, buddy, how's it going? Yeah, vacuum cleaners. Another thing that you run it until she starts letting the smoke out and throw it out and go get another one. You run over to Target and spend your $42.99 and get your Dirt Devil Extreme. Just look at it, pick up the rice. Some people will get that joke. Some people won't. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, well, this is what I said. I said that I would live stream until this big vat of coffee's gone. I've got like 2 swallows left, so we will get close to wrapping this up. Payback for the red lock snot in your locks. It wasn't red lock snot. It was blue lock snot. Yeah, we're working on that one. I think we may let that one slide for a little bit and let things get forgotten. And then we'll jump up and get our payback. Maybe. We'll see. We will see. I've got some good ideas. I've reached out to some of my friends and got some ideas from them. So we will see what happens. But I'm sure when it does happen, I will give you guys an update and let you know what really went down. So we will see. I can hear the stove's out. It's quit. So what are we even at in here? Well, we got up to 12 degrees Celsius. So it's a little bit warmer in here than it was when I first came out. We still got... I moved my truck out yesterday and so I could do some stuff in here and brought her back in. And of course, being the big dumb lazy goof that I am, I didn't clean all the snow off of it and just drove her back in and let her melt. So she's a little moist in here. So we got to keep the stove going and get her dried back out again. I don't think I'll get to the point of spraying today. So it's not a real big issue. Don't like it being super moist in here when I go to spray clear. So we'll run up, get some wood pellets, get this place dried out, and get back to work. Got some shipping to do, too. I think we might get to that next week. Maybe. We'll see. See how it goes. What happened? Okay, guys, she's empty. And it was actually getting kind of cold. So, in the meantime and in between time, everybody have a safe day. And I'll see you guys a little bit later. Maybe I'll see you guys this evening. We'll stream again. Gonna try getting some carving done today. Make some vidya. Because it's been a hot minute since we did that. So, another edition. Take it with Dave. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one.